Round about the cauldron go.
In the poison angels flow.
Skin of toad and spike of bone.
Sharpened on an eagle stone.
Serpent egg and dancing dead. Effigy of beaten lead. Double, double trouble. You bubble in a witch's brew. Fanny snake.
In the cauldron boil and bake.
Eye of Newton, toe of frog.
About the dawn of dog.
Lizard leg and fairy ring. Round about that cauldron sing.
YouTube, it's Oseaana, and this is Monday, Witches for Wellness, week 5, I believe. And this is contest week. A lot of folks here on Witches for Wellness are doing contests to celebrate having 200 and counting members, their subscribers, to the channel. So this week I'm going to talk a little bit about what I can do in the coming year to bring better wellness to myself and also to the planet. And I think that's what that's what I'm going to ask folks who want to enter in the contest. Do video responses too. Video responses only, not comments. But if you're interested in winning what I'm going to be showing you soon, do a video response and talk about what types of things you can do in the coming year, whether your New Year starts in January, or if you celebrate Samhain or Hallows as the Witch's New Year, whatever. What types of things you can do to better your wellness and better the wellness of the earth, or your community, or yeah, whatever, your family. Just what we can do in the new year to better wellness all around us. So a couple of things I plan on doing. One thing I want to do, and I've tried to do this, you know, as much as possible, but I want to make a bigger effort, is to eat more local grown foods, you know, like produce, and also any kind of meats that I do eat from local farms or that is produced locally, just to, and organically, as much as possible, just to eliminate, you know, all of the gas and mileage and travel and stuff that, you know, food from God only knows where, you know, coming from across the country or even from a different country. So that's one thing I want to try to strive for even more in the coming year, eating more locally grown foods. And I was spoiled, I think. Dawn and I, my partner Dawn and I, always talk about this when we were living in California. We got a little spoiled with having local grown organic produce constantly all year long for really cheap. So living here in New York has put a little bit of a stopper onto that, just because we don't have the you know, perfect weather all year round, and it's not too cheap. The produce here isn't as cheap as it was in California. Even when we would go to the farmer's market in California, we would come out of there with like 2 big bags full of, you know, all this luscious, delicious, fresh, organic produce. And the farmers markets here aren't as cheap as they were in California. So we got a little spoiled, but we're trying to figure it out. Also going to look into a community-supported agriculture. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Consumer reporting, you know, like the... I should have looked this up right before I started talking about it. But why should I? You know, like the local farms that you can go into, like a co-op with other folks, and you pay a certain amount of money per year, and you can, they either deliver you fresh produce every week or every other week during the growing season, or you go there and pick it up. So we're going to look into that, because there are a lot of farms around this area that are sustainable and organic and need folks to support them. So what is it called? I don't know what it's called. I might figure it out and put it in the notes wherever they are. Anyway, so yeah, those are 2 things. No, that's the one thing. The other thing I wanted to try to do in the coming year, last year we started our first vegetable garden, garden, so I want to continue that, but we have a spot outside that we want to put a flower garden, and I want to try to put as many native plants and flowers in there as possible. So I'm going to be doing some research on that, and we also have the good fortune of having a local, like, nature preserve type place that does classes about native gardening and organic gardening and stuff like that in the springtime. So I'm going to be making sure I check that out and keep my calendar with a little note to make sure I do that next spring. So those are the couple of things that I plan on doing. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, other than that, I should do a little bit of a check-in on what I've been doing. Just working and chugging along. I haven't really figured out a good exercise schedule for me, just because, one, I'm busy, two, I have, body pain issues, so I need to get that taken care of and try to figure out what I can do. I'm doing, I have a yoga tape that DVD that I'm working with, and, it'll come all along, but I've down another 2 or 3 pounds this week. I'm really trying not to look at the numbers. One, because the scale we have, I'm going to be 40 here in a couple months. I can't see the numbers. So, I mean, I can kind of gauge that. As long as it keeps moving towards the lesser, away from what I was weighing last week, I'm good. So I think it was 3 pounds, but I can't remember. I wrote it down. But yeah, I'm still doing the Weight Watchers thing and counting points, and that's been working for me, so I'm going to continue to do that. And yeah, that's it. So, let me show you the fun little thing. Well, actually, if you do video response about what types of things you can do in the new year to bring about better wellness in general for you, your family, your community, the planet, blah, 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 I will pick, put all the names for the video responses in a cauldron and just pull out one. And what I'm going to be giving away is one of the little crafty things that I make. And this is just one of them. I'm going to say that you can go on over to my website and check out the other ones I have. The winner can go on over to the website, check out the others that I have, and pick one of these sacks. Whichever one you want, I'll send it to you. This one is just a example. Just little drawstring sacks that I make. This one has a cool Day of the Dead skull thing going on. Hopefully y'all can see that. And they're round. They fold out flat. Then they have these little inner pockets thing, and that's the inside of this one. It's got some skulls and roses and crossbones and stuff going on. It's a little inner 4 pockets. So it does fold out flat. I make traveling altars out of these for folks who ask them to be made custom. But the sacks are great for holding stones, gemstones, ruins, shells, whatever, jewelry, whatever little bits of things you have. You can put them in the little 4 pockets and pull it closed. Yeah, these do fold out flat, so they're good for, traveling altars. You'll have your own little altar cloth. You can put little whatever things that you happen to be need storage for. So this one, or anyone on the website, the winner could choose from, and I will send that along. And I can't remember the date that this is over. I think this is Monday the 19th. I think the contest for Witches for Wellness is over like on Friday, something like that. I don't know. I'll post it over on the thing, or down here or somewhere. So yeah, that's it. So send a video response, and I will pick out a name from all the video responses. Yeah, I'll contact you after I draw the names. Whoever the winner is, contact you here on YouTube and say, give me your address, which one do you want? And I'll send it along. Ashe, blessed be.